Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I've gotten in the past week. And I was at a bookstore and I got a bunch of DVDs on sale. And some of them are duplicates and some of them aren't. I wish I had more than one of this because it's priced for like $40 on Amazon and it's called The Doctor. I don't really know why it's that great, but that's going to Amazon. I got something off of eBay. It's a Uline sealer for a shrink wrap. And I buy from Uline because I tried to search for shrink film on eBay and there's people keyword spamming the crap out of it, and they'll put shrink film with stretch wrap, and stretch wrap and shrink film are completely different. The stretch wrap is the stuff that you put around big skids of stuff to keep all the boxes together, and shrink wrap is stuff that you use like a heat gun, or I just use a blow dryer and I shrink my used board games, that way all the pieces don't fall out. And I also use Uline if I have specific like size boxes I need, and I use these to ship my like N64 cartridges and everything. And as Charlie's trying to get into this printer I found at Goodwill, it's like brand new and it only cost me 15 bucks. It's like a $100 printer, and since he's so curious, I haven't checked to see if it's totally complete, but I'm guessing there was something that went there because there's an arrow, and I don't know if it was just another ink cartridge or what. And I am worried because there's some like tape on top of this under the film, so I'm gonna have to inspect this out. But even used, they were going for like pretty high, so I was excited about that. I found Windows XP Professional for $6.99, which I think I'm just gonna keep because it's good to have this, because I know that some people might not understand, but I like to play some of the old video games I played when I was a kid, and since they have like that DOS stuff, I have to use XP. So I imagine if I find a computer that's good enough, I will put that on there. Or even if I buy a new computer, I'll probably just have it do a multi-boot. That way I can have XP and I can have the Windows 7 or Windows 8 if I wait that long. I found some Spanish Disney movies, which was super great. A lot of them I already sent in, but some of these I had to make sure that they were in the Spanish version, because that would really suck if I got a bunch of negatives for giving somebody a Spanish version when they went in English. But we have Air Bud, Estrella de Baseball. This one's my favorite. Winnie Pooh, unas fiestas con mucho poo. I mean, with much poo. That's just funny. And this one, you know, obviously that was already kind of Spanish. And people use these for when they're teaching Spanish, and I remember in high school when we got to watch movies, we would always watch like Disney movies in Spanish, and that was supposed to teach us something. Found some old school shoes. They're not a name brand or anything, but they just look kind of weird. They're a size 9 in women's, so I can't wear them at all. I wear a size 7. And they've got some spots on them, but I guess I could clean them. It says Fitness Plus. I don't really even know if I'll make much money on these. I just thought they were hilarious. And if anything, I can use them in a costume and just stuff some tissue in the bottom of them. I found some assorted random stuff that I scanned and saw that I could make a couple bucks off of. I did find some, this was pretty good, it's audiobook, brand new. Even though it's a cassette, you can still scan them and see how much they go for. Here's another Spanish little Kellogg's. I imagine that you just had to send in for this, but it looks like it's Zumba, just Zumbando, which I don't know if that's Spanish for Zumba or if it's like a completely different thing. But you know, Zumba is totally in right now, so look for stuff like that. Like I found some dumbbells, some more of them. These are actually heavier than the yellow ones that I found earlier, and they're meant to shake when you move and everything. I've never actually tried Zumba, but my friend says it's awesome. And I found some more VHSs. This one's really just a gag, because I had no idea they had Share Fitness back then. I just think it's hilarious. But a lot of these like fitness VHSs, even if they're used, if they have a specific person on them, like Cher or somebody, you can make maybe $2 off of them. It's just they don't put these in DVD format because they're not worth the hassle of doing that, so people will still buy them. Mailbox things. Found Seen It Junior for like $2.50, which it's brand new, so that's good. I have some little fittings, like hose fittings, with stuff that I've scanned, like a help little bar that you put on the wall. And this is like a comedy DVD. Now, a lot of the comedy DVDs you can make money off of just because people want to watch them. And I know that a long time ago I had this kind of rehab comedy person. I forget exactly what it was called. I know that's lame, but I'll look it up before I post this. And it sold for like $100 used. I don't know if I mentioned it in one of my videos, but it was pretty sweet. And I found some more like toys. Toys sell really well on Amazon. If you're looking to buy stuff, toys sell really well, and especially the toys that are out of print or aren't manufactured anymore. They sell really well. And I got a quiver and some sights, but the thing is I don't think they're worth anything because I looked them up on eBay and they were selling for less than really what I bought them. So that's a little bummer, but you know, I bought them and took a risk on it because they were all in this little pack, so I couldn't scan barcodes or anything. Yep. So that is the big haul for this week.